Hey everybody, thank you for popping in. Today we are going to go through all of my empties, my candles, and my purchases for the month of June. Now, I realized that we did miss a month because I could never get it to upload, so I'm not sure what you guys saw last, and I'm going to do things in a different order and all the usual. It's going to be a crazy train video. You should expect it. So if you are interested in all of this, I'm going to ask you to please do all of the things, and you know what they are. Now, this is a makeup rehab. This is on a beauty budget. This is a low buy. This is sometimes a haul. It's the empties. We're talking some trash. It's all the good things in this video. Now, I'm going to do this completely different, and I'm going to do this in sections just because that's the only way I'm going to get through this. I'm going opposite of what I normally do as far as I'm going to show you what my candles were. I didn't have any, I think, the month before, and I don't have a lot this month either. I just have not been burning a lot of candles apparently. But I am going to start with this Ashland. This is the Honey Vanilla. And this is, this one didn't burn quite as evenly. So you can see it kind of chunked up a little bit on the sides there, but I mean, it still burned pretty well. It's a really nice candle. It's a very, very light vanilla. I don't smell like a whole lot of honey. It smells like a good vanilla to me. Maybe a creamy vanilla. That would probably be the best description. One of these lovely Ashland candles from Michael's. Price point on this is nice and cheap. These are $5.99 and they go on sale. So totally worth the money in my opinion, even though they don't have the greatest throw. Then I did go through one of the aromatherapy candles from Bath & Body Works. This is obviously a single wick. This one is in Serenity. Serenity is marigold, rose, and magnolia with essential oils. And this is lovely. I mean, it burned like they all do. But this was actually a really nice one. I don't know why I picked this up. I must have just come across it in one of their candle sales. I greatly enjoyed it. And then, of course, one of my all-time favorites, Triple Wick from Bath & Body Works in Cactus Blossom. Oh, let's see. We've got desert cactus flower petals, fresh sparkling citrus, warm vanilla coconut with natural essential oils, burned the way they always do. Cannot go wrong with the cactus blossom. Let me tell you, absolutely love it. Then I have a plug-in. This is also a Bath & Body Works thing. I always forget these things are screwed on backwards. And honestly, I don't remember which flavor this is. I know they're about, oh, I didn't tell you the prices on all of these, did I? Single wick, this one was, what was this, $14.50, $26.50 on the triple wick, and then these I think are about $7.50. So I got no clue which one it was, but it's gone, and it's just going to go in my recycling. So that is it for the candles, which I know I normally do after all the empties, but I am going to cut myself off here, and then I'm going to start setting up some empties. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, just realized that plug-in is called a wallflower because apparently my brain cramped. And I never told you who all was doing this with me. My partners in crime are the lovely ladies. We have got Danny from Danny's Makeup. We have Deb from Deb B. Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty, who is unfortunately my biggest sounding board. And then we have also got Jen from Project Beauty. I also touch base quite frequently with Amy Melissa and Erica Ashley. So those are all of my partners in crime, although Amy has decided, just in case you have not seen her video, that she's not going to do a low buy. But that's okay. She's happy where she's at. Her things bring her joy. I am happy for her. And once again, she is someone that I do bounce ideas off of because she has a large collection. So that's how that goes. Anyway, not really the point, but I just thought I would clarify that since I forgot to mention everybody. I have all my girls linked down in the description box every month. So if there's anybody that I mentioned that you don't know who they are, you haven't seen them, you can link right to their channels. All right, so I'm going to try and do this in somewhat of a coherent order, although I literally just have everything sitting on my desk in front of me, which means it's complete chaos, as usual. Now, what I start with for the way that I break them down, because I actually write everything down in my notebooks, so I do at least have a list. Hopefully this will make some sense. I start with fragrances. This one, yeah, there you go. It's Juliet Has a Gun. This is Pear Ink. This one is just a little, man, really? Just a little baby one. And these, what I do is I need to go through 6 of these to get half a point. And I had 2 carried over from last time. This is the only one I got in this time. So I am going to be carrying 3 over to next month to see if I can get myself to half a point. But I actually finished off the Mary Kay Thinking of You perfume. I'd had this in a project. It was in Anne of Green Gables? Pan of Green Gables? I don't remember what the name of the project was, but it was the Anne of Green Gables project. And I had been tracking this, and I had gotten down pretty low. So I thought, well, I want to finish this one off. And that is an empty and out of my collection. Go me. All right. What that means is that I don't keep track of pricing for the samples because I get those for free. So I don't bother figuring out what the 0.04 or 0.05 of an ounce is on that. The Mary Kay bottle of perfume was a $36 bottle. And so I do count that towards my empties total. So we have $36 for that category. Then I go into my half price items. First thing on the list is the Little Baby Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Eye Base. Now I've said in another project that I'm not super fond of the face base because it smells like an orange to me, and that kind of today it made my eyes water, so that was fun. I don't get any scent off of the eye base, and I love the eye base, but this stuff is kind of stupid expensive, so you know, it is what it is. This little jar, which is 0.1 ounce, a tenth of an ounce, is $11.80. Not cheap stuff, let me tell you. All right, then I had this cute little Youth to the People. Which one is this one? I don't know that you can read that. I can't read that. It is the Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream. This was a 1/4 ounce, and this is nice. I liked this. Doesn't really have, I don't know why I'm sniffing things. They're empty. I don't need to smell them. That's what happens when you start with candles. You start sniffing things. But this was really lovely. I did like it. I don't really have anything by Youth to the People unless it's been like a sample thing or that I've gotten in something. I've never specifically bought a Youth to the People product. But that's nice. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, take that for what it is. Then I also, whoopsie, managed to kill off one of these old Mary Kay body buffing creams. This was the original, very original from way back in the day. And I love these. Luckily, I have a few more of these little ones floating around, so they're not completely out of my life yet. And then I'll have to switch to what their new iteration of it is, but we're working on the old ones first. So that means I had 3 items, which gives me 1.5 points towards my beauty bank. And the value of all of that is $19.30. All right, then the next. I know I'm the one with the crazy categories, remember? Okay, so then we've got the 1 point category. And let's start with the really bizarro thing that I've got, which is one of my dental picks. Okay, it's a point, whatever. I don't even know if I should count that, but those are in my drawer in the bathroom. I am the only one that uses them. So I count them. I don't know why. I don't count toothpaste. I don't count deodorant, but I count those for some reason because I'm bizarre. And then I went through some pattern conditioners. We have got the heavy, the intensive, and then I think this is just the medium. I don't think they go any lighter. I think that's it. So medium, heavy, and intensive. Because these are so thick, these are an awesome conditioner, but they're so thick that with the problems that I have with my hands, with the permanent damage and whatever else, I have a hard time squeezing these out. So basically what I did is I just cut them all open, scooped them all into a sour cream container, mixed them all together, and then just used my hands and dug them out and used them all together. So I just waited until I was done with everything before I put these in instead of doing them individually because honestly, any one of these alone works fine for me. All of them together work awesome for me to the point where I can almost go without a hair mask. These are definitely recommended. I have a full-size bottle of one of these down in Arizona. This is on my radar. Absolutely would consider repurchasing. I think the pattern line is phenomenal. So there you have it. Those will go into the recycling. And then we've got, okay, I had a Briogeo Scalp Revival. This is charcoal and coconut oil micro exfoliating shampoo. So yes, it is, but these things are always odd products for me because you take it out, you kind of emulsify it. I kind of just emulsify it without a lot of extra water and then rub it through because I want to make sure that I'm getting to the scalp and massaging. And then I'll tip back and get water and lather it. So I always kind of feel that I want to shampoo after I use that kind of stuff, simply to make sure that I'm getting all the grit out or that it's all dissolved all the way. Did I like this? Yeah, it worked great. Briojo's not a bad brand. I mean, I don't think they're the end all be all. I think they're a little bit expensive, but a lot of their products are pretty solid. So pretty happy with that. Then we have got, oh, okay. So this, I didn't realize I had. This is one of the Lancome toners. As you can see, this is one of their travel size, and I reuse these bottles all the time. I had actually refilled an empty one of these to bring back with me from Arizona. When I got here, I found that I had one already in my drawer. So I finished off the one that was in my drawer. This was not in any projects. This was just one of those things that I always have it in stock. So there you go. Finished that off. Then what have I got? Okay. Then I have got this Ulta Beauty Rose Water and Aloe Facial Mist. It's fine. It's whatever. I won't go out and rebuy it. I mean, it was fine for what it was, but I didn't think it was anything fantastic. And I do like my facial sprays, so that's actually kind of probably saying something. Huh. And then I had one of the mini Smashbox Photo Finish primers. This is the original, the silver. And you know that this is my, like, holy grail. So this is one of the ones that they sell on Ulta's website as a mini travel whatever. So that is why it is in the 1 point category. All right, so that, oh, actually that counts as makeup, doesn't it? I'm trying to save the makeup-y things and not just the skincare things, and I'm not saving hair care, but makeup stuff I'm trying to save for like a year-end type of video for you. If you care. I don't know. Some people, I like watching to see what everybody's gone through for makeup. It's fun for me. Anyway, that is 9 items, so 9 points, and that is $77.23. Okay, I'm shedding. Then, moving on to the 2 point category. And this is where things sometimes surprise me too, where things end up being considered full size or 2 point or whatever. Even by the way, I broke down the rules, which is a little bit strange. So I had, at my bathroom sink, one of the Bath & Body Works Cactus Blossom Gentle Foaming Hand Soaps. I freaking love these. So that's going to the recycling. I had a really old Vanilla Bean Noel from Bath & Body Works. This is one of the sprays. You can tell by the shape how old this one is. Finished that off, and that still smelled good. I know I have had one go off on me, but that one was great and smelled as good as it did the day I bought it. I absolutely love those. Then, okay, this is an oddball one. Jeez Louise. I reused this Bath & Body Works container. I think I had it in 50 Shades of Green. I don't remember. But what I did is I took a bunch of Mary Kay samples of one of their shower gels, put them all in here, and then finished it off. Now, I know it was a minimum of 5, if not more, but I couldn't remember how many more, and usually those are half a point each, and it was just too confusing, blah, blah, blah. I just put it in the 2 point category, called it good. So that's going in the recycling. I've already finished it and then reused the bottle and finished what was in it. So that one can go because I'm getting sticky here. Okay, then I had, and I don't know why, I have this Pacifica Aroma Power Dream State Hydrating Hair Perfume. It smelled very nice. Oh, Lord. Okay, I don't remember what the fragrance was. It's got the little beads in the bottom to shake things up. Really pretty package. It's a hair perfume. Is this kind of stuff nice to have? Yeah, it is. It really is. But I don't need it. I do enough with like hair oils and Moroccan hair oil and all those different things and different things that I put in that if I need to freshen up the smell of my hair, I can usually use one of those to do that. I don't necessarily need to have a hair perfume, although they're nice. And it actually, because of it being liquidy and water-based, I could actually take it and like kind of re-scrunch my hair. So it was good for that too, if it's something you're looking for. All right, then I've got my MAC Fix Plus. This was in a project. I finished this off. I love this container, so you know I'm not getting rid of that. Then I had another Meaningful Beauty, there we go, eye cream. So this is, okay, let me get this right. This is the Lifting Eye Cream Advanced Formula. I cut it open and use every last drop because these things are $46. Eye cream is not cheap, people. So, when I think about it, vitamin rich face base, this, because I think the full size of this is a half an ounce and it's about $56 and this was $46. So I guess it's not that insane, but I did finish off another one of those that I'd had floating around my collection. So that one is done. All right. I have no price on this. I had a Mary Kay lash and brow serum that my mom had got me. Had just this nice, cute little brush. And this was in the line for a brief time, then was gone. I don't remember what the price is, so I just skipped over the pricing because otherwise this video was going to take like 75 years where I made my mom go look it up and it wasn't worth it. So this isn't included in my totals as far as dollar value, but I did use a whole one and you can't get it anymore anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, then I have an It Tightline. I love this with the tiny baby wand. And that one I killed off. So that one is a makeup item that is empty. I had a mini of the Milk Kush Mascara, which, I actually do like these. And this one I got to the point where it was getting super dry and kind of a little bit goopy and flaky. But that's what the brush looks like. It is a little bit of that thicker brush. And I do like this. I think I have a full size of one of these too. But this one is a completed item. So those count as 2-point items. Then we've got more. The next thing I have is the Milani Fruit Fetish. This is number 120 Strawberry Melon. This is their lip oil. And I loved this. I took the stopper out. I mean, I got everything out of there that I could. This is, okay, can you see the bottom? Yeah, I think you can see right down to the bottom. This is empty. It is a tinted bottle, but this one is definitely, it's already back on my wish list in there. So if it goes on sale, I'll probably pick up another one. I went through this somewhat quickly, but this is my jam. I love that kind of a product. So not even at full price. I think they're $10.99 or something. So they're not ridiculous. And if you don't go through them like you're eating a candy bar, it'll last you a little longer than a month or a month and a half or whatever it lasted me. But I did finish that off, so that counts. Then the last thing that I have that is in this 2-point category is this baby. This is the NARS Translucent Light Setting Powder, Light Reflecting Setting Powder, whatever it is. And I literally getting powder on the computer. I was digging to try and get everything out of that waffle pan that I could without pulling up the waffle pan. So we are to the point now where this is just a complete and total mess. And this is empty. I did buy myself a full size because this had been on the list. I really loved this powder. All right. That is everything that counts in the 2-point category for me. That would be 11 items for 22 points. And my dollar value without that lash serum is $188.44. My notebook is sitting in the drawer so that I can kind of keep track and go in order so that I don't miss anything because I'm pretty good at missing things. All right, so that brings us to the 3-point category, which is my highest as far as points earned type of category. I went through one of the Sephora Coconut Cleansing Wipe. This is their jumbo. This is their value size, so that's a 3-point item, which I wasn't thinking it was going to be, but there were 40 in here. Go on Sephora's site and look it up, and you'll see what the deal is with all of this. It's clean or whatever. It's supposed to be better for the environment as far as breaking down. They work really nice. They're considered gently exfoliating, which just means that the wipes are textured. I did not have any problem with it doing any kind of damage to my face, and we all know that I have problems with those things. So I did buy more of these because I had already started using them, knew that I wanted them, so when they had the Sephora sale, I picked up more. But this one is empty. All right, then I have finally had to give up the ghost for my Bake Balance and Brighten Foundation in Porcelain from Laura Geller. This thing has been loved. As you can see, it looks like there might be just a touch around the edges, but I really couldn't even get that out. So we're at straight waffle pan. This one's a gonzo. And this one, oh man, I don't think I can recycle this because it's got a mirror in it. Bummer. But I did actually get another one. You're not going to see it until next month, but I kind of missed having it in my collection. I was using this as kind of like a buffing powder, and it helps with the wrinkles around my face. It's so light. I'm so light, so that doesn't really matter, that it didn't like leave obvious dark spots where I was putting like foundation on top of foundation. You didn't see it that way, but it was a great touch-up powder for me. I haven't used it as a full-on foundation very much recently. Years ago, I did. I absolutely love that. I mean, I rebought it. So that should tell you something because I don't buy a ton of foundations. As you guys well know, I have a few, but I'm not, that's the only powder foundation I think I have. Okay. Let's just put it that way. I know I don't do inventory videos, but literally if we're looking at like a straight on powder foundation, this was it. So I replaced it. Okay. Then I have got this. This stupid e.l.f. concealer, and you can see all the windowing down there at the bottom. I actually did take out the stopper and I scraped out everything that I could. And I was actually using the stuff on the wand even. This is obviously not my color. It is so much darker than I am. And this is fair. They don't sell this anymore. But what I was using this is part of my eye makeup base routine. So it's makeup. I use it as a makeup kind of. Well, yeah, I used it when I used eyeshadow, so it's makeup. And I finally finished that off. So that's one of the few concealers I had in my collection, and I didn't use it as a concealer. Go figure. All right, then I did finish off this from the esthetician. This is the Definage 8-in-1 Bio Serum. I did not realize this was the jumbo. I looked up the price on this. This is $264 a bottle. Ouch. Okay. This was the 1.5 ounce. That's a lot of flipping money. I got a deal on it because I got it through the esthetician when I was in there for a treatment. Yeah. So this is done. Is it lovely? Absolutely. Not something I'm going to run right out and repurchase. Just saying. I don't know. If I ever want this again, I'm actually going to call Erica. She's the esthetician. She's the one who's going to know how to get me the best price possible because that is just danged expensive. Let's be realistic. Okay, I don't know if I can recycle that either. I'm set that aside. I try and recycle everything I can. Some things I can't. So that means I had 4 items in the 3-point category, which gives me 12 points. The value on that was $316. Youch. All right. Then I have one oddball thing. I had a nail polish remover. This is the Swan brand. I'm guessing I picked it up at the dollar store or something because I don't see any price tag on it anywhere else. So I probably picked up at Dollar Tree, just a nail polish remover. I don't have backups. I don't have extra. This ran out and I had to go buy one. So this is a 1 in, 1 out. I'm not really counting it as anything. I think it's just gonna, that's just easy peasy. I missed something. Where did I miss it? Oh, shoot. This was in the 1-point category, you guys. See, I even have my notebook and I still screw things up. This is one of the Lancome cleansers. This is the Cream Mousse Comfort. It's the pink one. I don't love this. I used it. I cut it open. I finished it off. It almost reminds me of, not by smell at all, but by application, almost like a Noxzema. It's a nice, thick cleanser. So it's almost a cold cream type of cleanser, which is not my jam. It didn't dry me out super bad, surprisingly, for how thick it was, but I don't love it. I would not go out and buy it necessarily. Let's just put it that way. So that is that. All right. Let's talk about some numbers, shall we? We had 28 items in this month's pile o' empties. The grand total for price was $636.97. Now, my goal this year was to get to $2,500, and I am sitting at $2,354.83. We're going to have to reevaluate that goal because I think I'm going to have to increase it. But maybe I'll just leave it alone and just see where I end up and not actually try and have a goal. Because as long as I'm hitting my 2,500, I did 5K last year, which I knew I couldn't do again. But as long as I'm hitting my 2,500, I'm pretty much happy. I do not know how many items total I've gone through this month, but like I said, this was 28. Now, here's the fun part. So I ended up negative, and I had talked to Kim, and she's like, don't give up on your low buy. Don't give up on your low buy. So I'm not giving up on my low buy. I started with a balance of negative 13 points when I went into the month of June. I earned back 45.5 points. So that's not too bad. But you do realize that we haven't gone through what I brought in yet. Yep. I'm going to pause you. I'm going to be right back with the things that I brought into my collection. Alrighty, let's start with the first purchase I made for the month of June was actually polish pickup. Now, I've told you guys multiple times here, polish pickup, copacetic, and Sydney Grace are the three things that I'm going to continue to do. There will be no buy. That for me is just no. But here's what I got. I got Artist Nails, Excuse Me While I Kiss This Guy. And you can see all the fun colors in it. This was a music, or like a misquoting music thing, and guess who got hooked from that one? All right, this one is by Polish. This is actually showing up a little bit lighter than what I see. But this one is called I Want to Hold Your Ham. So that's off the first one was Hendrix. This one's the Beatles. You guys know these things, right? Maybe not. Anyway, Music City Beauty put out Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza. This is more purple than what you guys are seeing. My colors are never quite right. Obviously, that's off of the Elton John song. Then we've got Luna Lab Creations. There's a Bathroom on the Right, which is the CCR song, There's a Bad Moon on the Rise. That's a beautiful, deep color. I can't wait to use that. Then I got Blue Seal in the Sky with Diamonds from Crucible Designs. And I wish these would show up better. This is really a pretty purple. Or lavender, or whatever. It's got all kinds of fun colors in it. And of course I grabbed the Cleona. And this one is, If I Was Green, I Would Die. This is from the Eiffel 65 song, I'm Blue. That one is not a song I'm familiar with, but it's a beautiful polish. So those are the ones that I got from that. I did do my copacetic order. And I did get all 5. You're having a little trouble seeing some of those colors, perhaps. This was the movie genres collection. So we have thriller, fantasy, rom-com, drama, and adventure. And I have actually already used one of these. So you'll have to wait until next month's eyes to see that one. But that's not the point. We'll swatch. So thriller, fantasy, rom-com, which actually would have gone with what I'm wearing. Better swatch. I did use rom-com, and quite frankly, I loved it. Oh man, these are pretty. And then we've got drama and adventure. And that's what they look like. Aren't they fun? Okay, so this top one is got a dark base, but it's got a lot of a pink and lilac shift to it with the glitter in it. So I don't know how well you were seeing that. But I thought these were great. I thought this was a really nice set for the month, and I was really happy to get all of them. And I'm going to take this off before I get glitter all over everything I own. Huh. Yeah, I know. That's a very me thing. Okay, so far not too bad. You know, just a couple things. I did not do the Sydney Grace bundle, but I did pick up 2 more of the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. I didn't have backups. My cousin needed one, and there was a coupon that I could use, and so I thought, well, okay, I'll grab 2 because I know that I go through them. So, yeah, no, did I need to get 2 at a time? No, I didn't, but that's how I did it. I also did have a... what the heck did I have going on? I had a coupon for something. And so I got myself this from Ulta. This is the Lancome Advanced Genifique set. It has, I didn't even unwrap this, a lot of tissue paper and a really large box that we don't really need. But it has got one of the 1.69 ounce bottle, so one of the bigger bottles of the Genifique, which I do love. I do not have any backups here at all. I have one that I am using and now this one, and that was what prompted me to get this. It was a bundle, so it was on sale, and then I had a coupon, and so yeah. But it also came with the Genifique U, and I want to say, which one's the eye cream? The little baby is the night cream, and then this is the eye cream, and this is a full size of the eye cream. I've never tried this one, so I don't know that I've tried this one either. But I'm perfectly happy with getting that because I really do. Oh, God. Getting warm. Sorry about that. Computer glitch. Anyway, so I did do that. I did order, and I'm going to have to pop a picture in because I don't have it. I ordered a palette from Saints Angel Sinners. This is the collaboration palette. I can't think. And that was a pre-order, so I do not have that here, but that will be coming to me. One of the things that did come in that was a pre-order from before was I did get, oh jeez, more tissue. I got my Mystery Machine bag from Glamlight, you guys. There's tissue in that too. Good Lord. Good thing I reuse all that. So this is the inside of the bag. It's got the brush or pencil area with the elastic strap. And this is basically a like small train case. It's not quite as big as normal, but it's a good size makeup bag. This is something that doesn't count as points for me. I did deduct the 10 points for doing the entire second collab bundle. And this wasn't in it. So when they did the pre-order to restock because they had gotten so many requests, I did get it. Mine came in. So I'm showing it to you because it was in my box of stuff. So that's what I did. All right. Then, Ulta was kicking my butt this month. Almost everything I got was from Ulta. They did a mini sale. And they also did something else, which this was just a random thing. This was on sale. And this is, okay, you can't see what that says. This is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. This is the big size of this. And they had it marked down, and I don't know why, but this is my all-time favorite cleanser. So I bought it because usually I have smaller ones that I use and I get them in sets and all kinds of other stuff. I freaking love this. This does not dry out my face. This is almost like a gel, but this is absolutely my tops. So I got this because it's my favorite and it was on sale. So I don't normally see it go on sale like that, not by itself, but that's a 5 ounce. So that's a really big bottle, but they did a mini sale and that's what kind of got me. So I did get 2 more of the Smashbox Original Photo Finish Primers. We know that's my holy grail. I love having the smaller ones too, especially because they go in my bag so well. I grabbed 2 of the Hangover RX Pillow Balms. These are the mini ones, obviously, because it was a mini sale. It was a buy one, get one free. So they're the nice little ones. And I've gone through a full size of one of these. I'm currently working on a special flavor from a package thing of one of these. I don't get plumping. I don't even get cooling. I get, oh, I can feel that, and then it goes away. So this is a Deb B talked me into it, and I tried it and realized that, oh, wait, I like these a ton. So I bought 2 more of the minis, and then this is the part where I got stupid. Well, kind of stupid, kind of not. So yeah, no, this is kind of stupid, I guess. I ended up getting some of the Elemis Pro Cleansing Balms. This is my favorite cleansing balm of everything I've ever tried. And it was buy one, get one. And so I have 5 of the regular. And then I picked up 3 of the naked. To me, it doesn't matter which one it is. But what I did was figure out what the price per, hi Braden, price per ounce is, and it ends up being cheaper doing these when I can buy one get one free than buying the big size, even when that's on sale. So that's what I did, and I figured that should stack me up, and they're easy enough to transport because they're small, and so I can have them in both houses. But I got suckered in because I went in store, so I got a couple Benefit blushes. I know. Moon I have in a larger size, and I really, really like it, which is surprising because it's a very dark color. And then I did not have Shelly, which is not spelled the right way in my opinion, but I did get to test it in store, and it was one of the ones that I did like. So buy one, get one. I got those too. All right, the only other thing that I did was, I already told you I had to get more nail polish remover. I picked this up at TJ Maxx. Um, it's the strawberry. I don't think it smells like strawberries. No, it doesn't. It's okay. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't think it's great, but it'll do the trick, and that's all I needed to do. So, there we go. That is everything that I bought. Now, had I not been insane and done all of the buy one, get one, and decided to stock up on the Elemis, I think it would have been okay. That last Elemis order kind of got me. But how it ended up is that, oh, I also did order the Lethal Wildflower palette. It came back into stock. I had missed it when they first launched it, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to get it. I saw somebody else was talking about it, and they said something about it being restocked. I went to the site and I bought it. Yes, I used a code, but it was like, no, this has been on my list. This I missed out on. This I want. I'm buying it. So I bought that. Should have popped a picture in of that. And I counted that as my free palette. So, and then, like I said, this is a one in, one out. I didn't count that as anything. The bag didn't count. With my crazy system, it's 37.5 points. Now, you know, I actually used up and earned more points than what I brought in. So that part's good, but I started in the hole. So my new balance for my low buy is -5 points. Not the end of the world, not the end of the world. What I have decided, because I know, well, I can already tell you, July is going to be insanely bad. It is my birthday month, and I am getting whatever I want. Am I going crazy? Yeah, a little bit. But we're talking about, I forgot, Polish Pickup Copacetic. No, Copacetic did a sale, so I ordered some singles. I didn't do the monthly for that. I did do Polish Pickup. I did do the Sydney Grace bundle this month, so you'll be seeing that next time. But I also know that Sydney Grace is doing Christmas in July at the end of the month. I know there are going to be more things that I am going to get. I have a wish list started. We had Amazon Prime Days. We've got the Nordstrom anniversary sale. What else have we got? I don't even remember. But I've already just gone completely bananas with buying things. I had my birthday money at Ulta. I had my birthday gift at Sephora. So, yeah, there's, oh, yeah. Yeah, it's ugly. And I did take advantage of all of the 4th of July sales. So I am not going to even penalize myself for July. I'm taking July just out of the rotation completely. And what I'm going to do is I'm still keeping track of everything that I'm buying. I'm just not assigning point values because this is my freebie month as far as I'm concerned. So I will be doing a haul for July. I'll do an empties video and I'll do a haul, but none of this is going to count towards what I'm doing with this series for this year. And that will start again in August, and it will start with me having a negative balance. And I'm perfectly fine with that. So that is what is going to be going on in the future. So if you guys are interested in a haul, you'll get to see one. If you're not, you can skip it and just watch the empties. That one is going to be separate videos on that. I think all that's left is the music moment. So if you give me just a second, I'm going to get this out of my way and I'll come right back. Okay, so for the music moment, I'm doing this a little bit out of order. The Clue video is actually something that should have come out before this video did, and it would have made sense to have this in the other order. What I'm bringing you is another song off of the Sound City soundtrack. Now, let's talk about what that is just a little bit. Sound City is a studio. It's a recording studio in Van Nuys, California. And Dave Grohl decided that he was going to go in, and he did a documentary about it in 2013. So it's a movie now. There's a soundtrack from that. But basically, he wanted to go in and talk about like the history of the studio and different things like that. So he also then put together this group of people, which is referred to as, it's the Sound City Super Group or something like that. So Dave Grohl had gotten a bunch of things from the studio, and that's kind of what inspired him to go look into it more. It had been closed in 2011, and that's why these things were coming up for sale. Well, this is a historic thing, and for someone who's a musician and who is very into music, for him, this was a big thing. And he wanted to go ahead and make this documentary. He is, I want to say it's his first documentary. It's produced and directed by him. It's his directorial debut, apparently. Okay, what I am bringing to you from this is the song From Ken to Can't. I will link this in the description box, but what I'm going to link for you in the description box is a 20-minute clip. There is foul language in it, so if you are going to watch this, do not watch it with children around. There's the F word in there quite a bit. This is probably my favorite song off of this soundtrack. I have the soundtrack. I've seen the movie. Of course I have. I'm a big Dave Grohl fan, but there are so many people that he brings together in this that I'm just a fan in general. Dave Grohl worked with Josh Homme of Queens of the Stone Age, so he appears in it. I have already mentioned the song that Lee Ving does in this. This one is a song that is sung by Corey Taylor of Slipknot, Stone Sour, Corey Taylor. He's done individual projects also. I'm a huge fan of his voice. This song for me is incredibly powerful. It's a 3-part song. I heard it before I ever saw it, and there's something about it that just calls to me. So there you have it. The reason that I'm including this gigantically long clip, and I'll try and find a shorter one too where it's just the song if I can and include that for you. I think there's one out there. Maybe it's a live version or something. But one of the reasons that this in particular is what I wanted to include is because they bring in Rick Nielsen. Now, Rick Nielsen is the guitarist from Cheap Trick. At some point we will talk about Cheap Trick because I have been a fan of the band since I was a child. I have seen them play probably over 20 times live. I love the band. I have loved their stuff since way back in Budokan days. Anyway, they bring Rick into the studio. They ask him if he has a certain piece of equipment, which he doesn't, but then as they're sitting there at the control board and it's Butch Vig and Dave Grohl's in the background, one of the other producers gives him, I want to say, is it a Evo? I don't even know what it's called. I don't play guitar. Anyway, so then you see him noodling around with the guitar, coming up with this, and then you see the parts where he's not using that, but he's doing all of that kind of backing guitar, or the guitar that you're hearing in the song. Rick Nielsen is incredibly talented, has got a really cool personality. He's very, very, very much of a showman. More so than Robin Zander, who is the lead singer of Cheap Trick. And like I said, we will get to them eventually because I'm not going to shut up about them. So in addition to my love for like Dave Grohl, whom I adore and have seen the Foo Fighters several times too, and then you've got Corey Taylor, who I have seen with Stone Sour a couple of times. Like I said, I've seen him with Slipknot too. So I've seen him a few times. Then you bring in Rick Nielsen. It's like, okay. There was no way I wasn't going to love this, and there was no way that I could, in good conscience, not share this with you, because we're talking about 3 major music players, kind of even at different time frames, somewhat different genres, all together, coming together and doing this, and they're doing it, and it's in a part of like an historic studio. So to me, just the music, it's always about the music. You kind of know that with me. I love music because it appeals to me. I don't love music because, the critics think it's great, or, it's an underground classic, or whatever. For me, it truly is just the fact that I love the things that I talk about. And if they're bad things, I even tell you they're bad things. This is one of those songs that grabbed me, and it is frequently played. It comes up quite often on the playlist. And like I said, it's got 3 of my favorite musicians that are still living, that are still producing and still doing things all together doing this. So it's incredible. The song is powerful. The song is moving. Corey Taylor's vocal is phenomenal, and I think it is the perfect person to do this vocal. You've got Dave Grohl doing some drumming. You've got Rick Nielsen on guitars. I mean, you really can't beat that. It's kind of like my dream band kind of thing going on here. So that is what I've got for you today. I hope you enjoy it, and I will try not to give you too much more off of the soundtrack, but I did want to kind of explain a little bit, since I did it backwards, what I was doing. So there you have it. That is everything from me. Thank you so much for spending all of this time with me and letting me go on all of my tangents, as always. So until next time, everybody, see ya. Bye.